Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to game number 6 between Puerto Rico and Texas. Puerto Rico winning 2 games out of 3 in San Juan. Take a 3-2 series lead. Have a chance to eliminate a team that won 119 games over the course of the regular season. Texas had a very difficult time with Washington in the wild card round, winning at 5 games. Are now down 3 games to 2 in the divisional round, and they run the risk of being eliminated. They're going to send the ball with North Syndergaard went 14-6 this year. I went with a no decision in game 1, and Jonathan Sanchez will come on in and pitch game 2. Well, the lineups have changed. Essentially, they stayed the same here. Alomar leading off, Lindor now going back at shortstop. Delgado and Rodriguez have been on fire ever since. Oh, leading off here, Asamet. Leading off here is Alomar. And it'll be Alomar, Lindor, and Clemente. Here we go. The 1-2 pitch. Wind blowing from right to left at 12 miles an hour. Should be in ideal weather here. So a drive that's hit the other way. Playable for Berkman will be the first out of the inning. Lindor, the 1-2 pitch to him. Struck him out. A nice curveball for strike 3. Clemente, the 2-2. He strikes him out with a fastball. Allen, a couple of strikeouts in inning, and down he goes. Morgan, Speaker, and Robinson. The 1-1 of Morgan, he needs to get on base to ignite this offense. The 2-2. Struck him out. What a nice pitch by Sanchez for the first out. Speaker, the 1-0. It's a ground ball the first. Picked up by Delgado. Steps on back for the second out. In comes Frank Robinson, 18 of 42 in these playoffs. The 2-2 pitch. There's a drive that's hit into right center, but this will be playable for Beltran. This will end the inning. And on to the top of the second. Gonzalez, Beltran, and Delgado. Gonzalez with just 1 home run these playoffs so far, the 1-2. Line driving a base hit the other way for Gonzalez to lead off the inning. In comes Beltran. There's a ground ball the first. 3-6, 6-3. Not in time for the double play, though. They do get the lead runner for the first out. Delgado's 15 of 26. 2 homers and 5 RBIs, a 3-2 pitch. Struck him out, but throw to second, not in time. A stolen base for Beltran, but there's 2 down for Ivan Rodriguez. 5 home runs in these playoffs. A 1-0. There's a drive to center. This will be playable for Speaker. This will end the inning. And on to the bottom of the second for Berkman, Banks, and Matthews. Drive to center. This is playable for Beltran. Routine play, and there's first out. Ernie Banks is really at the ball well since here. There's a ground ball base hit up the middle. And all of a sudden, he's starting to hit the ball well again. Another base hit for him. Eddie Matthews, the 2-2. Took him out. What a fastball inside corner. His second strikeout of the ball game. Cecil Cooper, the 1-1. He's got a bit of a cold bat. Here's a line shot. There's a base hit the other way. That would be for extra bases. Cooper running first on the way to second to throw. A runner will come in and score in Texas on a Cooper RBI double. Has taken a 1-0 lead. Twabin City, a 1-0. It's a ground ball to short. Playable by Lindor. Well, first he's up, but Texas will score one. In comes Lowell and Sanchez and Alomar. Pitch to Lowell. There's a line shot. There's a base hit to left. Leadoff single. That'll allow Sanchez to get that to be productive here. 0-1 to Sanchez. Swings and misses here. Misses the bunt. He strikes out. Alomar. Ball to short. 6-4. That'll be a forced play, and there's 2 down. In comes Lindor, the 1-2. Here's a drive to center. He'll be playing for Speaker. He's under it. That'll end the inning. And Puerto Rico doesn't score in the top of the third. To the bottom of the third for Syndergaard, Morgan, and Speaker. First ball hitting for Syndergaard. Ground ball to short. Lindor will fire the first as the first out of the inning. In comes Morgan, who struck out his last time up. The 1-2 pitch. Bottom on a nice fastball on the outside corner up. Number 2. 1-2 to Speaker. Great slider there just to get Speaker, who rarely strikes out in these instances. To the top of the fourth now, Clemente, Juan Gonzalez, Carlos Beltran. Clemente. Nothing doing the first time up. There's a ground ball to short. Thanks. Picks it up, fires the first. There's the first out of the inning. Gonzalez looped a base hit to right. His last at bat. First ball hitting here. There's a drive into right center. This is going to be over Speaker's head. That's going to be for extra bases. Gonzalez going to second base. He's in there with a double. The pitch to Beltran. The 0-1. Here's a drive high, deep, back at the track, back at the wall. It is gone. Goodbye. Beltran connects with his second home run of the postseason, and Puerto Rico has now taken a 2-1 lead. A pitch to Delgado, the 1-2. There's a line shot. There's a base hit for right for Delgado. He keeps on this hot hitting here. Rodriguez, the 0-1. Ground ball, base hit up the middle for Rodriguez. First and second one down. In comes Lowell, who singled his last time up. The 2-1. Here's a drive that's to center. This is caught by Speaker. There's a second out of the inning. Here's Jonathan Sanchez. The 2-2 pitch to him. Struck him out on a fastball on the outside corner. But a 2-run home run for Carlos Beltran, the second of the postseason, has given Puerto Rico a 2-1 lead. First ball hitting for Robinson. Pop up. Playable for Alomar. This first out of the inning. Really jammed him here. The 3-2 to Bergman. There's a line shot. There's a base hit up the middle. And Bergman's on with one down for Ernie Banks, who singled his last time up. He's been hot as a firecracker. Ground ball to third. He'll go to first for the sure out as Bergman takes second base. Sanchez to face Matthews, the 0-2. Look him out. What a beautiful slider. That'll end the inning. And Puerto Rico, despite the runner at second base here by Texas, leaves the runner there. Here's Alomar, Lindor, and Clemente. The 2-0 to Alomar. Here's a drive to center. This ball's well hit, but Speaker's under this ball. We got it. There's the first out. Lindor, the 3-2. Walks him. Clemente, 0 for 2 today. The 1-1 pitch to him. Here's a drive that is ripped back at the track, back at the wall, and it is gone. Clemente with a 2-run homer. He goes deep. And lo and behold, Puerto Rico with a 4-1 lead. Gonzalez, the 2-2. Struck him out. Nice fastball. Route number 2. The 1-2 to Beltran. He strikes him with a curveball, another strikeout. But Puerto Rico scores another pair of runs, and Texas in trouble. 4-1 the bottom of the 5th. Cooper doubled a run the last time up, a 3-2 pitch. There's a line drive and a base hit for Cooper. Leadoff single. Taubensee, the 1-0. Ground ball right to second, 4-6, 6-3, double play. And that snuffs out the threat. Syndergaard to keep pitching here, the 1-0. He's going to hit here. There's a drive that is will be caught by the shortstop Lindor. And after 5 innings, Texas in trouble 4-1 here. Delgado, Rodriguez, and Lowell. The 0-2 to Delgado. Pick him out. Third strikeout in a row. Nice changeup for the out. Here's Rodriguez, who's 1 of 2. Go to second. Morgan will pick it up, fire to first. There's a second out of the inning. The pitch to Lowell, the 1-0. It's a ground ball right to the pitcher. We'll throw the ball to first. And Rico goes down quietly in the top of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors. And Texas looking to get something doing here. Morgan has struck out twice so far. And he needs to spark the offense with a 1-1 pitch to Morgan. A bunt right to the pitcher. And he's out. There's a first out. Doesn't get the job done getting on base here. Speaker first ball hitting. Connects the ball, rips it the other way. There's a base hit for Speaker. He's on. With Robinson Berkman coming up. Robinson, there's a steal attempt. The throw to second, not in time, and a stolen base for Tris Speaker. He is now in scoring position for Frank Robinson. The 1-2 to Robinson. There's a drive that's hit the right field. It's played for Clemente. His great arm. It's not going to allow Speaker to go to third. There's 2 down for Lance Berkman. The 3-2. There's a drive to right. This will be playable for Clemente. He's under this. Makes the catch. And after 6 innings, 4-1 Puerto Rico. Sanchez, Alomar, and Lindor. The 2-2 to Sanchez. Got him. Nice fastball for the first out. His 9th strikeout. Alomar, the 3-2. Walks him. Close pitch. The 1-0 Lindor. Bravo second. 4-6. Not in time for the double play. They pick up the lead runner. It's 2 down. For Clemente, it's 1 of 3 with a home run and 2 RBIs. First home run of the postseason. The 1-1 to Clemente. There's a ground ball and there's a base hit to left. Lindor tries to go to third. The throw by Speaker, and he guns him down. Probably an ill-advised move there. But there's a third out of the inning. Now Banks, Matthews, and Cooper coming up. A pitch to Banks. Line drive, a base hit to left. And Banks, once again, another base hit. He's on first. There's Matthews 0 for 2 so far. The 1-2. There's a ball that's looped in the center. This is played for Beltran. There's your first out of the inning. Nice play there. Here's Cecil Cooper, the 0-1. Line drive and a base hit up the middle. First and second. 1 down for Taubensee. The 3-2. There's a ground ball to second. 4-6. Force out. A hard slide here prevents second base Alomar. We're going to throw it first. Now you got Rogers Hornsby coming in pinch hitting here. First ball hitting here for Hornsby. There's a line drive. There's a base hit. And Texas responds. An RBI single. He now makes it 4-2. Joe Morgan, 0 for 3 today. The 3-2 to Morgan. Now ball to the first baseman, throws to first. He's in there. Infield hit. The bases are now loaded for Anthony Rendon. Trying to pinch hit the 0-1. Ground ball, a line drive right at Lindor to end the inning. Texas does score a run. Syndergaard, this pitch 7 innings. In comes Kerry Wood. 2 home runs surrendered here by Syndergaard. Oh, you got Gonzalez, Beltran, and Delgado coming up here. The 0-2 to Gonzalez. Nice curveball for strike 3. Beautiful pitch. The 1-2 to Beltran. He struck him out a fastball tailing away. That's out number 2. The 0-1 to Delgado. He gets it. Pitch to Rodriguez, 1 for 3 today, 3-1. There's a drive hit the other way, but this will be caught by Robinson. That'll end the inning. And Puerto Rico goes down relatively in order without incident. No runs scored here. Robinson 0 for 3 today, with Sanchez keeps on pitching here. That 1-2 to Robinson. There's a line drive. There's a base hit up the middle. One of 3 is Lance Berkman, the 2-0. 2-1 pitch. Line drive. There's a base hit up the middle for Berkman. Robinson hustling for second, hitting for third, and he's gunned down. What a throw by Beltran. A great throw. Ill-advised play by Robinson. There's 1 down. 3-2 to Banks. Struck him out, throw him out, stolen base. He's gone. They got him. And with 2 runners on, they get themselves out of the inning and just some really questionable base running here. Wood coming in and pitch his second inning of work. The 2-2 roll. There's a fly ball that's hit to right. This is playable for Robinson. Got it. First out. Pinch hitting here will be Orlando Cepeda. They get Hornsby. Pinch hit RBI single. Orlando Cepeda. Make his 5th appearance of the series. The big pinch hit 3-run homer here in game 1 was at the dump for Puerto Rico here. And another pit here could really put this game on ice. The 0-1 to Cepeda. Wood fires. Here's a drive to center. This is playable for Speaker. Hustling back a bit, and he's going to make that catch as right number 2. Here's Alomar. 0 for 3 today. For 1-0. The line shot. There's a base hit up the middle. Pitch to Lindor. The 0-2. There's a drive. He rips it right at Robinson for the final out of the inning. The top of the 9th is retired. In comes Edwin Diaz. There's Jonathan Sanchez. Which is 8 innings. Here comes Matthews, Cooper, and Taubensee. The 1-2 to Matthews. 4-2 lead for Puerto Rico. Here's the pitch. Hook him out. Nice changeup. Threw a really hard fastball. Got him with the changeup. There's that number 1. Cecil Cooper, 3 for 3 today with a double and an RBI. There's a pitch to Cooper. There's a ground ball to second. Alomar picks it up, throws it to first. There's out number 2, Texas, down to their last out here. 0-1, Edwin Diaz to Taubensee. There's a line shot. There's going to be a base hit to Taubensee, and this inning continues. Unbelievable. Making his first at bat of the series is Rupert Jones. And Rupert Jones first ball hitting for Jones. There's a ground ball to second, picked up. Alomar throws it first. This game series is over. This game is over. The Vaqueros beat Texas 4-2. They win the division series. An unbelievable upset. A team that won 119 games in the regular season is sent packing in 6 games. And wow, talk about a stunning turn of events. Edwin Diaz nails down the save. It's 4th of the postseason, and they win it. Puerto Rico wins the division series. The series is over. 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors. 2 runs, 12 hits for Texas. No errors. The winning pitcher in this game, Jonathan Sanchez, goes to 1-0. Syndergaard ends the season 0-1 here. And the save for Edwin Diaz is 4th. Syndergaard, 7 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. Gave up 2 home runs with the loss, 2 innings for Wood, 1 hit, no runs, no walks. Did strike out 2 people in this ball game. And the series is over. 8 innings, 11 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, no walks, 6 strikeouts, no home runs given up. Picks up the win. Edwin Diaz with 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and the save to sort of end the season. And Puerto Rico will now be playing either California or Oklahoma, with California up 3-2 in their series. And actually, as I think of it, California didn't win their series. It's going to be Puerto Rico versus California in round number 3. And just a tremendous sense of accomplishment here. Puerto Rico wins the series versus Texas. Um, 4-2. An unbelievable series of events here as they pull off the win on the road and collect the win. They win 2 wins on the road. They went 2-1 in Texas, and they went 2-1 at home. Sort of bring it. Beltran and Clemente both with 2-run homers. That was more than enough for them to win the ball game. RBI double for Cooper, pinch hit RBI single for Hornsby, but that was it. That was the last thing that needed to happen. Rupert Jones came in. He recorded the last out of the series. And Texas goes home. And if you look at it, they basically went 5-4 in the playoffs. Actually 5-6 in the playoffs. And you got to wonder at some point, well, what happened here? They just didn't play particularly well, obviously. And there's going to be a lot of questions to be asked here, because at some point, you're going to have to answer those questions. They're going to be difficult questions to ask, but they're going to have to be answered here. Joe Morgan scored 176 runs in the regular season, Speaker over 140, and none of these guys did anything of significance. And their bats just simply fell silent when it was not the time for the bats to fall silent. Cecil Cooper, the lone bright star for this game, he was struggling mightily. Did go 3 for 4. Eddie Matthews really struggled the last game. He was facing a left-hander, but still 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts. You're looking at this and you're saying, well, what happened? How could this possibly occur? And it did, unfortunately. But one team's misfortune is another team's fortune. And lo and behold, you have a team, Puerto Rico, who's going to go to the 3rd round of the playoffs for their first time in their history. And they're going to go and face California with an opportunity here eventually to maybe get a chance to win and make the WBA finals. So the final score, 4-2, Puerto Rico. They win the series in 6 games, eliminating Texas, who won 119 games in a regular season. And congratulations to Puerto Rico. They just played really well. They hit the ball extremely well. They had to make the defensive plays when they needed to make them. And full marks on them for making sure that they will go out there and win the game. I mean, they just played some great baseball. And most importantly, anything else, they defended very, very well. And that is to their credit. So final score, 4-2 Puerto Rico over Texas on behalf of the WBA television network. This is John from Georgia wishing you a pleasant afternoon. See you next time. And we're looking forward to seeing Puerto Rico versus California in the Connie Mack League Finals for Game 1 to be held in California, Chavez Ravine. So thank you. Have a nice afternoon and take care.